drinking at that Moe's, where we talk about the pros of pro wrestling in the Midwest while sipping on some brews with blessed beers and wrestling. That's my scene. Death matches and lucha libre, it's also mean. I'm a straight up smart goofball, not no kiss ass. I stand tall when it comes to wrestling. I'm the king. I know every move, every fling. Get ready for a wild time with drinking at Moe's, where we don't quit drinking at Moe's. That's where it's at, like a power bomb. We hit hard, never flat. Fucking right, we're living the dream. Talking about wrestling, always a scream.
All right, everybody, taking time out before we get this show started. I want to thank Reaper Apparel for having Drinkin' Mo's be a brand ambassador for their clothing line. They got good stuff. They got t-shirts, they got hoodies, they got beanies, they got lots of great stuff, encouraging everybody to break out of their comfort zone, live their best self, and hey, it's something I try to live every day. Now, be sure when you go and you're filling out your order, use the code Drinkin' at Moe's, get 10% off, and the link and the code will both be in the description. Let's fucking go. Oh, switching the goddamn buttons on me again. No,
God
well, shit.
Damn it. Fucking
I've
shit.
already,
God damn it.
I've already messed up the goddamn YouTube. You know.
Oh, wait a minute. How many are we allowed to have before they age restricted?
You have to go 5 minutes, and then it doesn't matter.
Oh, well, we're screwed already.
I already fucked that up. So,
Yeah.
anyways, Drinkin' Mo's my 2 cents. You know the drill by now. YouTube, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Because YouTube's algorithm is a pain in the ass. Most places in fine audio podcast too. Nate here, the co-host with the most.
The most.
Motherfucker moving on me, motherfucker. Goddamn bullshit.
Oh, don't.
All right. Anyways, today we are going to talk about this TNA NXT partnership that they got going on, and yeah, this is proving quite interesting. All starting with, well, it was actually technically a couple years ago. It started when they were still Impact, with Mickie James entering the
Rumble, yeah, okay,
with the Knockouts title, and then it really got steamrolling with Jordynne Grace doing the same thing, but in my opinion, her one being even bigger. And then now, not only has she competed in now 2 NXT shows so far, now they're also having other people coming in. Who all could it be? What are our thoughts? Yeah, we're gonna fucking tell you. All right.
Yeah, there we go.
All right. So, yeah, like I said, Jordynne Grace, I've said it before, in my opinion, her one was even bigger.
Oh, yeah.
Than Mickie James's time going and doing her thing with the Knockouts title in the Royal Rumble, because Jordynne Grace didn't have that previous WWE tie-ins, having her.
Plus, didn't Mickie James get just at that time of the Royal Rumble? Didn't she get released 3-4 months beforehand, and then signed with Impact, and then winds up winning their Knockouts title, and then winds up showing up to the Royal Rumble?
I don't know if it was that close in time, but it wasn't too far off.
It wasn't a long time.
A couple years or nothing.
No. No, but the thing I like about it is Jordynne Grace shows up at the Royal Rumble, and then, right after takes to social media on Twitter and says, "Thank you, WWE Universe. See you soon." And a lot of people are like, "Okay, whatever. Yeah, It's not
But
gonna.
then, but then there
But
was
then
others
next,
that like, what the fuck did she
what
mean by
the
that?
fuck did she mean? See you soon. What? I mean, granted, maybe TNA was getting ready to go down and do a Florida run for some tapings, and that's just what she meant. Because guarantee whoever you see there is going to wind up going there.
Yeah,
Fan wise. We all know if you're a fan of wrestling, whether you're at WWE, TNA, AEW, even though there's some serious tribalism going on,
yeah, fuck that bullshit.
if you're a fan of wrestling, you're gonna if you've been going to NXT shows and you find out, oh, by the way, next week TNA is going to be taping, I'm going to go over there. Not because I don't like TNA or NXT, but diversity.
Yeah, you see one person one place that generally in another, you're like, oh man, I gotta go check that other place out now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, unlike some other places that we will not mention because, oh, I almost forgot. Disclaimer. Yes, the opinions stated on this show are ours and ours alone. That's it. All right, now that shit's over. All right.
A little late, but okay.
Yeah, look. Little late. That's what she said.
That's what, yeah, is that what she said?
Better than early.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay.
Better than I start that and like halfway through end up pushing the.
Oh, by the way, it's time for the disclaimer.
Yeah. But man,
there'll be that one guy that's like, oh, he didn't say the disclaimer. Let's see what I can control on this. The next thing you know, it's like, oh, disclaimer.
Yep.
And they're like,
gotta fit that in because there's some people that say they don't watch, but end up doing just to try to.
Or there's people that watch, but they only watch about 30 minutes and 30 minutes of the episode.
They don't even make it 30. They maybe make it 5.
And then they just tell everyone we shit on people. So we're not going to name names, but if you watch it this far, you know who you are.
Yep. And we're not going to pull an Amber Heard and shit on you. No. Not at least mentioning your name, anyways, because then it would just make it obvious.
And then next thing you know, you'll have 6 of your friends decide to take a grip on us, and you'll just sit back and watch everything happen. Anywho, so where were we?
Before we got on that tangent, but I for one am excited because not only have they kind of gone through on. Hell, they follow through on some of the hopes that a lot of people have been talking about. Although, well, yep, Dr. Pepper gives me the burst like crazy. Oh, there we go. Wow. But what was it? Joe Hendry popping up in that battle royal, which on one hand, I was excited because he's warmed up on me. Initially, I was like, what? But now he's warmed up on me. But I will say this. The short amount of time that they had him in there, it was definitely a what the fuck moment.
Yeah.
Because as over as that guy is, you would think that, but then I get it. Not have him win the whole thing because like you're going to have somebody from outside the company.
Yeah, it's kind of like what we talked about when Jordynne Grace showed up for the Royal Rumble. You're not going to have her win.
Yeah, but hey, in that one they gave her a decent amount of time.
Oh, they did
going in there. Joe Hendry did not give him anywhere near that. But the fact that they had him in there. Knowing the reaction that he would get.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess when Cody, the week before, showed up on NXT and said there's going to be a battle royal with members of our locker room and member of somebody else's locker room, then everyone started going, "Oh, maybe we can get Joe Hendry in here," and they got Joe Hendry.
Literally the moment before,
they said it.
Yeah.
But then they turned around and also said Frankie Kazarian. Which, to be honest, if you send more and more people, I have no problem with it.
Which who all did they send from TNA anyways? It was literally what I noticed: Joe Hendry
and Frankie Kazarian. That's all that and Jordynne Grace, if you want to count that, but
she wasn't in that one.
Well, not in that one. No, it was just the two. It was just the two, and then Jordynne Grace. See, here's the funny thing about Jordynne Grace. I saw somewhere where she signed a 6-figure deal with WWE for 3 appearances.
Shit, if they're gonna throw that much money at you, yeah.
So it was
Sign the fuck up.
So it was the night that they announced that Jordynne Grace was going to challenge, that one match that she had in between, and then the takeover match. And she made at least $1 million off of that. Kind of makes you wonder what they're charging, what they gave Hendry and Kazarian for just showing up and running the mouth.
Yeah. Although I will not say this as a knock at Jordynne Grace. Have you seen the amount that she charges to appear on a podcast?
No, I have not.
$1,000.
Really?
Yep. But hey, like I said, I am not taking a knock at anybody. If you think that you can, then obviously she would be worth it. She would be worth every damn penny. And if you know what, if you know that you're worth that much and you can get enough people to pay you that much, by all means, go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
Anybody that wants to, make money for those appearances, even though there's a lot of places out there that don't pay for them, but you know what? By all means, if you want to get paid for your appearances, by all means, be as upfront as she is, and that is fine.
Yeah, perfectly fine.
Oh, yeah.
But on the same token, it's a NXT TNA relationship, which means if you're going to send people here, maybe you should start sending people there.
WWE has sent one.
Well, they sent 2.
No. One.
As of today, they have sent 2 so far.
Who the fuck was the other one?
Charlie Dempsey showed up this last week.
Oh, shit. I guess I didn't watch that one.
Yeah. So they had Tatum Paxley show up for the Open Challenge, which I kind of...
Which, I mean, when it came to their run-in on the one NXT Premium live event,
right?
That one made sense. Like, I get it.
But,
and, at least
also...
who else could they send that would, make people want to tune in? Because, you know what, Charlie Dempsey, don't get me wrong, great old school mentality in his actual in-ring performance.
Yeah.
The stuff that I've seen off of his on the promos with the, good Lord, he's starting to act real like he got knocked in the head a few too many times. Which, I mean, hey, if you find that entertaining, by all means, wrestling is subjective. More power to you. Me, I'm looking at that and like, what in the fuck is going on here? But
and you also have to look at the fact that TNA tapes a lot of their stuff.
That is true.
So they have a lot of tape, and they've got basically got to wait until their taping schedule before they can start having people from NXT show up to start.
Yeah, I did not. Yeah, I should have thought about that originally, because that does make sense. But man, coming to think, okay, who all from NXT would be good? Like me, I for one would like to see the Gallus boys in there.
Oh yes,
that would be killer. Wesley with his his tie-ins with the Rascals, that would be something. Because he's a member of the fucking Rascals.
Yeah, he was a member of the Rascals, and then we all know what happened after that. So
yeah, which that's just another example of the WWE rushing to judgment on people.
oh yeah, well, they have this whole PR crew where it's like, if something bad comes up, or even if a rumor of it comes up,
And
then they
it's
can turn
serious
around and say, "Hey, you're done, get out." And the next thing you know, it's like
that didn't actually happen.
Do anything. But
Yeah.
instead of saying, "Sorry, can you come back?" because you haven't done anything with your partner, no, we're just going to say you're done, go away.
Yep, that's pretty much. If I have one qualm with WWE anymore, it's I'm hoping that they are no longer going to be like that. But the fact that they were was a major qualm for me. But now WWE is actually at a point where it's like, when I probably mentioned it before, when people talk about, oh, this person should show up in WWE. Right now, with the way things are running, with the way chances are going with people,
right?
By all means, go.
Yeah.
Before it'd be like, no, they're better off where they're at. That's just me, but I'm trying to think of some other people. Trick Williams would, the run that he's on.
Now, would you send him to TNA just to confront Moose?
Oh yeah.
Well, if you're going to do that, then you might as well send some more people to have Trick's back.
Yeah, I got people in mind.
Well, it's not that. Moose has this. What do they call it? The system now.
Yeah,
that's what I meant by having his back. Because if Moose didn't have anyone, I would have said screw it, just send Trick.
Yeah,
but he's got the system with him. Trust the system. So I'd send some people with.
Oh no, I'm agreeing with you. I'm thinking, NXT, NXT tag champs. The one guy that my history with the people at what was Warrior Wrestling. Well, the one guy that's half the NXT tag champs as of right now, as a recording, the guy that has the mask that looks like a rip off of the Warrior logo.
Oh,
Axiom.
Yeah.
It looks like it literally looks like as close to a rip off of that logo that you can get without it being an actual rip off, like a carbon copy of the logo. Yeah, you're looking it up on your phone, aren't you?
I am.
I figured you were. Trying to think.
Okay, I kind of see it. Yeah.
And for a backup, as far as going into another company's territory, I think you could also maybe even think of since since the system has at least a lot of the titles in TNA, why not just send the North American champion Njpw in with them?
Oh, geez. And have him kill everybody?
Dude, that would be him. You have Trick Williams going up against Moose. Let's say there's a big brawl, but then all that's left, at least standing at the time, Njpw and Moose.
Oh. See, what you're throwing out there right now reminds me of the Survivor Series build up when it was Shane's team versus Kurt's team, Raw versus SmackDown, and Raw showed up on SmackDown, and there's Kurt standing at the entranceway. He just kind of looks up at the ring, turns around to the entrance, waves his hands. All of a sudden, here comes Braun Strowman, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, this is." Oh Lord, no.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's all sorts of other possibilities. I mean, if you're just sticking with NXT. I mean, just imagine people like, I mean, going back the other way, other people I can think of. Well, geez, this would actually involve, if you wanted to do, champions versus champions.
Right.
This would actually involve the women's tag champs actually showing up on NXT, but having Masha Slamovich and freaking Alicia Edwards showing up, and then boom, tag champs versus tag champs. But with the current, as of right now, WWE women's tag champs having some history in NXT,
right,
that could make sense for like, ooh, invading women's tag champs from a different promotion. We're going to come and defend the place where we started in this company. What the fuck happened there?
What do you mean? What the fuck happened there?
You were just looking off to the side, like.
Well, I'm hearing a train. You don't hear that?
Nope. Thankfully.
By the way, I'm using a microphone, so it's picking up a lot.
Well, I ain't got to worry about that shit.
Yeah.
But anyways, that would be, it would make sense, Alba Fire, and I'm trying to remember the.
Oh, geez.
Fightful calls them the spooky Scottish witches. That's all that I remember. But those two having the history in NXT, them having the tag champs from another promotion coming and defending where they got their start in the company, it would make a lot of sense.
Well, it's Alba Fire and her partner is Isla Dawn.
Yep.
And they are called officially the Unholy Union.
I prefer spooky Scottish witches.
I like that one too. That kind of goes along with
that
kind of goes along with the Viking experience.
Oh God. Don't even. No, yeah, fuck it, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
But there's like so many good possibilities. I'm like,
just think what would happen if they sent Ethan Page to TNA. Oh
man, yeah. Especially whenever his former tag partner there is actually back and healthy. Oh boy. Ooh. You could even run
now we're thinking of this.
You could even run a story on Ethan Page coming in and kind of being that whole story that, blaming the issues that Ethan Page has had, and they didn't end up using him here. He had to go here, going in there and blaming it on him.
Ooh. And plus on top of that, and I know they probably can't say anything, but remember when Ethan was in AEW with Scorpio Sky and what's his name with America's Top Team?
Dan Lambert.
Yes, Lambert. And Brandy Rhodes comes out and looked at Ethan Page and goes, I don't know why you're smiling. We tried getting Josh Alexander, but you had to come instead.
Oh God. Okay, now you got me thinking of another Brandy Rhodes quote.
Oh God.
I forget who she was talking to, but when she came out and she was like, I don't know who told you it was open mic night, bitch.
Maybe she had a problem with Jade Cargill. I remember that.
It might have been something around
before Jade started wrestling.
But yeah, they did have that match. Wait, I think it was gonna be originally Cody Rhodes and Brandy versus Shaq and Jade, but it ended up being Cody and Red Velvet.
Yeah, something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah, something like that. And then Shaq.
Is that the one that was the table match?
I don't think it was a table match, but Shaq and Cody ended up going through a table. I do know that.
Mm-hmm.
But man, there's so many damn possibilities that it's like, oh, come on. Like, oh God, reminding me of the meme of Batista being like, give me what I want.
Oh, I want the match. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. And apparently he just forgot what else he was supposed to say.
Yep. And I can just remember a whole bunch of people that are probably thinking just that right now with all the possibilities that they could. Oh, God, I got talking too fast. Ah.
What happened?
I started getting tired. I started talking too fast. But
are you winded?
Little bit.
Blown up.
I mean, hell, I had my nieces and one nephew from my side of things up in town. Oh, it was yesterday, and yeah, they seem to really love me because god damn, they wore me out. Because we were all at my mother-in-law's, who now has a pool in her backyard, and everybody was swimming, and they were all like, yeah, you get that many little kids in there swimming and all wanting to be like, all practically wanting to try to dunk you underwater.
Oh, you got 3 or 4 kids jumping on you, being like, get down.
Pretty much. Anyways, that's a whole other story.
And they're trying to pull you down, trying to shift weight to pull you down. You're sitting there going, dude, seriously, stop.
Yeah, but goddamn, I'm trying to. You know what? It would be if they end up going back into everything. If they end up opening it up into not just NXT and TNA. Holy shit, the possibilities. Because I think it was Joe Hendry had that little video where he was talking with Shawn Michaels, talking about he can show up anywhere.
Oh yeah, I remember that. He went on a he presented as a was presented as a baby face. Of course, you know, the pop he got when his music hit. I don't think the Performance Center has heard a cheer that loud in a long time.
Yeah.
And then when he
have people like, okay, I've said it before, Booker T wrestler, love him. Booker T commentator, he needs to calm the fuck down because he sounds like, one, he's about to have a seizure when he's getting excited, and two, that crap that he does whenever Trick Williams comes out and he's like, yeah, like, goddamn, shut up.
Or there were, you know, when Jordynne Grace first showed up, and well, first off, they almost got canceled, which I had to laugh. Homeboy's like, holy shit, almost got canceled. But but for some reason, Booker T just likes to throw some shucky duckies out there.
Oh God, that is the
whenever. Best. So I'm sitting there watching Jordynne Grace's first promo on an NXT chat on an NXT platform, and she stops, and all of a sudden, here you got Booker T. Shucky ducky.
Oh God,
what the hell are you thinking, old man?
Man, I'm hoping that they. I'm trying to remember. I don't think they really ran with it too much this week, other than Charlie Dempsey. But I'm hoping they do end up.
I'm hoping they do too. Remember that, like I said before, they do a taping schedule. So
yeah, TNA's taping schedule makes it to where they could have had somebody in yesterday, but it's not going to be shown for a couple weeks.
It's like wherever they go for their pay-per-views, they get done with that pay-per-view, and then they stay for like that Monday, Tuesday. They'll, record,
a handful of shows a day. Yeah.
Handful of shows a day. Then they go and do whatever they're going to go do. And then next thing you know, you just got to watch it and see who shows up. They go, oh, look, Charlie Dempsey's here, but I guarantee he was there 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. And, okay, if it sounds like we're crapping on TNA right now, no, that's not really it. I mean, yeah, I've said before that, man, if they would only have a platform to air their show that was bigger than what they have right now,
yeah,
they would be on another level.
If they had a TV contract.
Well, I think they technically do, but it's just really weird.
It's on
I'm
Access. It's like it's on Access. It's like a music, music thing. Because I actually watched one of their. I think it was. I can't remember. It's like it's the BTI or something like that. Before they went back TNA, and excuse me, and they wound up like as soon as that was over, because it was a replay, they wound up doing like the kind of like what VH1 would do, like towards the end of the year, top 5 or top 10 of the year.
I do remember that, yeah.
So what Access did.
I'm good. I had another burp, but yeah.
What Access did was they had someone that would go like the top 10 guitarists of the 80s. They would show like 6 or 7 of these back to back, and you're like, okay, I guess this is a music channel because that doesn't play music. They just do a background of music.
Yeah. At least you're not a music channel that doesn't actually play music like
MTV.
Bullshit, yeah. Anyways.
How about MTV too? Don't they play? Oh no, they don't. Never mind.
I don't think any of them damn multiple MTV channels even play fucking music anymore.
Not anymore. They're all worried about their reality TV.
Yeah. But man,
Hey, we got off topic.
Yeah, we got way off topic. I'm trying to get back on the TNA NXT thought, but there's endless possibilities. To make a long story short, endless possibilities that, good Lord, if they run it, it could, WWE and the original ECW had that little
the working relationship,
run in for a little bit. This could be even more memorable than that if they actually run more stuff with it.
Don't do like what WCW did.
Oh God, no! Don't do that.
And if you don't know that, WCW did have a working relationship with. Who they have a work? Was it AAA? They had one. No, they had. I think they had one with AAA, either AAA or CMLL.
One of the two
for the Luchadors when they first started introducing them.
Oh, it would have been AAA then, yeah.
And then I think they had a small working relationship with New Japan.
Yeah, All Japan. I know of New Japan.
But what happened of it?
Well, I mean, that one went better because, I mean, some of the talent that brought in actually made I guess, I don't know, intended, unintended, but actually made a decent impact in the company. I guess that is about all I got for this one before I go into an even bigger tangent, which Lord knows I do enough of that.
Yeah, we do enough of that.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, oh God, there I go again. Anyways, that is about it for this one. Let's fucking go.
Fucking shit.
God fucking damn bullshit.
Motherfucker.